Right, so we are here with Governor of Siaya County, Governor Cornel Rasanga, just to tell us some of the challenges, achievements, the hits and misses in terms of governance since he took office 10 years ago. Already, time is running up and he'll be exiting office come 9th of August. And we just need to hear from him for the first time here on KBC Channel 1. Governor, karibu sana.
Thank you and good morning.
Good morning to you. And it's a nice environment. We've seen flowers all over. Are you a lover of flowers?
Yes, I am a lover of environment.
Yes.
Not just flowers. Yes. I like serene environments. Yeah.
It gives some kind of a relaxed environment around you.
Indeed, and you are thinking. Yes, it refreshes somebody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Imagine if Wangari Maathai was alive and she came here. Imagine
really
how
she would really love this compound of mine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about you as the governor. You been around for some time, and now it's 10 years. But before we get there, what do you make of the handshake? It's now almost 4 years. What do you make of the handshake?
No, handshake really meant a lot of things for us, especially as governors. Before the handshake, there was a lot of tension.
Yes.
In the Council of Governors, where we congregate as governors to champion our interests for every county. There was a lot of competitiveness when it comes to the leadership of Council of Governors.
Yes.
But the moment the handshake came in, now everything was seen as normal.
Yes.
So that even if there are elections, you don't look at yourself as I am a Jubilee, as I am ODM.
Yes.
Yes. So it really thawed the relations, and I think that was a very good pointer to things that would come. Number two, we were free as governors.
Yes.
To crisscross.
Yes.
Even the counties. For example, if there is in Muranga, I have Wairia as a governor, we would easily reach each other without any problem. Yeah, so that tag that was there about the party being ODM, the party being Jubilee, ceased to exist. So it meant quite a lot of things flowing smoothly. Yes.
You know, it's quite interesting to hear that before handshake, even the governors themselves had issues among the council.
Yes.
It was that bad.
There was, because you see, you go, you congregate as governors, then you come in because you are from ODM, and some are from Jubilee.
So you not agree on any legislation or any agreement?
No, first of all, getting the office, who is the chairman?
Yes.
Then they will be saying the chairman should be coming from this party.
Yes.
And so on and so forth. And you know that is not good at all for the country.
Right.
Because the most important thing is, once you have been made a governor, you are a governor, and therefore, as governors, we are supposed to, do our business without minding about the party. Yeah.
So after that, everything settled, because even during elections, we would see some governors would retain their seats, like right now.
You see, for example, the first chairman of the Council of Governors was Isaac Ruto.
Right.
And Isaac Ruto came from Jubilee. Right?
Yes.
And the immediate vice chair was Kidero, who was from ODM. So that was the arrangement. You get it? Yes. But today, when Oparanya became the governor, Oparanya took over
as the chairman.
As from an ODM person.
Yes.
Who was Nanok. Right? Yes, and it has gone to Ambora, not because of the party. No. So the party is getting lost somehow because of the handshake. You have to get it.
This is interesting. Because when you talk about handshake, a lot of things happened, and even the tranquility that the countries are enjoying, it's quite interesting that Kenya is peaceful.
It is enormous, and quantifying it is not easy.
It's not.
Yes. Even the social fabric, the enjoyment that, say, various tribes are enjoying, yeah, it is unparalleled.
Did you ever see at some point that the president and Honorable Raila Odinga would shake hands?
I never imagined it. I never imagined it, and I can tell you that I'm one of the people that when we were shortchanged,
yes,
when we were so shortchanged in the elections in 2013.
Right. It was bad.
Yes, it was very bad. But the only problem in this country is that people forget very fast.
Yeah.
People forget so fast.
Yeah.
So that despite the enormous, obvious things that were not going on well during those days, now people have forgotten. Yeah.
You know, it's quite interesting because right now when you hear the president and Honorable Raila Odinga calling themselves my brother, what does it show nationally?
It's a very good thing, but it has that my brotherhood should transcend down to the people themselves.
Yes. Are we feeling it?
We are not feeling it as much, but the way Uhuru has now come to support Raila for presidency, that is a very big mark. That is a very, very big mark.
Because nobody ever saw it coming.
Yes, that's a very big mark because, you know, the level of tribalism.
Yes.
That is like rubbing out tribalism completely from in this country. Because if you begin it from the top there, then things will definitely rearrange themselves.
The sense.
Yes.
And perhaps somebody will say that whatever happened between Jaramogi and the founding president, Kenyatta, it's now replicating itself right now, years later.
Yes, it is being sorted out.
It was not sorted out then?
It was not sorted out then because I believe by the time Jaramogi was, you saw recently is when Mohoho went to pay his last respects to Jaramogi.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Just after the handshake.
Yes.
That means that there were still certain things that had not been sorted out. Yeah.
And Kenyans should take this so seriously.
This is supposed to be taken very seriously because the trajectory that the country was taking when it comes to developmental issues, the country was going when it comes to tribalism.
Yes.
It was just too bad. Yeah.
Because, Governor, you know you are the first pioneers of the Constitution, something that you all fought for. What did you make of the Constitution years later, from 2010?
You see, the Constitution, as they say, is a very good Constitution that we have. Yeah, we have a very good Constitution. That does not mean that if it is good, we cannot look at certain parts of it, which are supposed to be tailored towards making it even better.
Yes.
Right?
It's progressive.
Yes, it is a progressive thing. And the fact that we started, it brought about devolution.
Yes.
I think there is some ambassador who came to talk to us as governors, having had devolution for some time. He was a Yugoslavian ambassador. And he told us that the effect of the devolution people will only start seeing the goodness of devolution after 25 years. So this 10 plus another 10
plus another 5.
Plus 5. Then devolution will be seen.
Because it has got some loose ends that must be fixed.
Yes, that must be fixed. Because like now, when you talk, there are so many things which are still teething, which must be sorted out. Yeah.
Out of 100%.
Because, for example, I can tell you a very important thing. Look at it that the population that we have in this country of 48 million, the urban population is a very small percentage.
Yes.
The biggest population is in the rural area. And that is where devolution is, isn't it?
Yes.
And then the money for roads is still held here.
At the national level.
At the national level. And the roads are where? The roads are in the Mashanen. So those are things that must be sorted out. Because for a country to develop, you have to develop infrastructure.
Which the president says that he's done tremendously well.
And I give him kudos for that. Even me, I have done the same in Siaya. Greatly accessibility. In Siaya, there is nowhere where you will go without a car. You can always drive left and right.
No, Governor. You can't say that.
I'm telling you.
So we need to travel across the country and see for ourselves.
Yes. We started when the accessibility was very bad in Siaya. And to date, I think we have made almost 1,800 kilometers.
You know, that is like from Nairobi to Mombasa almost 3 times.
Yes, but now the only problem is that there are Maram roads.
Yes.
We are only using them for accessibility. We want the farmers to access their farms, their produce to access market. And of course, you know, the journey that goes to New York starts from somewhere. So even if he is one of the residents, you know, like Siaya, by the way, we have a lot of Siaya people in the diaspora. I think if you go out there, one of the counties that has got the greatest number outside, even here in Nairobi, if you look at the number of people that are coming from Siaya, it is the greatest. So mine is, I can be able to connect that rural folk with the counterpart in New York very easily.
Did you just have to say New York? Why did you say Mombasa? Hey, no.
Yeah, but you see, New York is the farthest. Yeah.
I get it, because, you know, when you talk about devolution, you are the pioneers of devolution, and somebody would say that the current governors who are the pioneers of devolution, you learned on the job. You did not know what it was all about. How was it like, or how is it like?
No. It's not really that devolution was a new thing. You know, Moi tried devolution.
The Majimbo.
No. District focus for rural development. That was devolution. District focus for rural development that was there in the 90s.
Yes. When you look at the number of people who have benefited, is huge. Talk of roads, talk of electricity connection, talk of schools, hospitals. Give me your achievements, perhaps if you can mention them, what you can take home. That
we have achieved quite a lot.
Yes.
You know the kind of whatever was devolved is what I'll be talking about. You know, like education is not devolved.
It's not.
Yeah.
Health is.
But the part that is devolved is what I will start with.
Yes.
The ECD.
Right.
When we started devolution, the number of students, the population that was in ECD was less than 20. Less than 20,000 for the entire county. But to date, it is over 100,000.
Reason?
Reason, number one, we have constructed structures for ECDs. Almost in how many schools? 267.
That's a huge number.
Yes. Right? 267 ECDs. A block consisting of 3 classes.
Yes.
The store, and the office for the teachers.
Yes.
We have employed teachers, 623.
623.
Yes, and now, as we speak, we are intending to employ another 200.
That will make it almost 900, 800 plus.
Yes, so that because the parents are aware that those centers are there now.
Yes.
There is no child that will ever go to standard 1 without going through ECD.
Right.
So that has promoted that. That education is very important, because if you don't get a proper setting at the beginning,
the foundation, the early childhood,
yes, then you don't get it properly later. So we have managed to bring that to that level.
Yes.
When you come to the docket of health, health is fully devolved.
It's fully devolved, and that's where the problem is, because most counties, you've been grappling with doctor strikes all over the country.
Yes, but I will talk about Siaya in the sense that what we have achieved with regard to health, we started by recruiting the so-called Nyamrerwa for the primary health care.
Yes.
So Nyamrerwa, we have about 2,481 that we are paying a stipend a month, and we are the only county that is doing it. If you want any data in the county with regard to any household, you will get it within minutes.
Yes.
From those Nyamrerwa. Yes.
Because they complement the health workers.
Yes, their job is mainly to take care of health issues that are primary, right? At the lowest level.
Yes.
That is at family level. And therefore, even today, if I want to know how many voters, for example, people have not taken votes, I use Nyamrerwa. Just tell them, go to those homes. Then you will get them. Not only that, when somebody is sick, even if it is malaria, they know they would refer to those Nyamrerwa as doctors.
Yes.
They are doctors because they are capable of treating malaria.
Nyamrerwa are the community health workers.
Yes, community health workers.
Yes.
Yes. And so they have really brought the health closer to the people.
Because the first people to interact with the locals.
Yes.
Before you go to the hospital.
Yes.
Would you say that the health system in Siaya has improved?
The health system in Siaya has improved greatly.
Yes.
Because previously, before we came in, even child mortality rate was very high.
Right.
To date, it has really reduced.
Yes.
Maternal mortality rate was very high. It has drastically reduced. HIV prevalence was very high. It has drastically reduced.
Yes.
So generally, the health standards in Siaya has improved greatly. And this is, to buttress on this, I'll tell you that the World Health Organization require that the nearest, the farthest distance to a health center should not be more than 5 kilometers. And we have already achieved it in Siaya.
In all, how many sub-counties do you have?
We have 6 sub-counties.
And all of them are well taken care of?
Each, in some sub-locations, we have 2 health facilities.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is already achieved. We don't have a problem there. The next problem will be equipping them properly.
Yes.
But the physical facilities already there. And then recruiting the staff to work in those particular dispensaries.
But Governor, much as you can say that you've achieved, you know, one problem that usually most of the counties suffer from is lack of personnel. What about Siaya?
That is where the problem is. We have a very big bill when it comes to human resource.
Yes.
The guidance is that it is supposed to be about 30%. It should go up to 35%. But Siaya, we have gone up to, it's now 42%.
42. So you've surpassed the mark.
We have surpassed the mark. And we are surpassing the mark because of the necessity.
Right.
No necessity obeys no law.
Yes.
Because we have already constructed that dispensary. What do you think? We shall need a nurse there, isn't it? We shall need a watchman. We shall need all those particular personnel. And therefore, that is an area that we have not managed to get enough staff.
Yes.
But it has to be progressively done.
Yes.
So like just last month, we have recruited quite a number to manage for us those structures the way they are.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, Governor, we live in a very interesting times. Corona pandemic came and things just took a different turn altogether. How did you manage it as a county?
We did what we could. We managed to record very few deaths.
Exactly.
Because you remember, I was making a lot of noise that people who are coming from outside are the ones that are bringing for us corona.
Yes.
Yeah, but somehow people heeded the call, so that the observation of the use of mask, the observation of social distance,
yes,
the observation of washing hands
and sanitization,
and so on and so forth,
yes,
was done greatly. And so I think
you even built isolation center,
yes,
fully equipped.
Yes. I have built for 300
beds.
300 beds, 300 and it's more than 300. In Siaya we have 200.
Yes.
In Ambira, because we are looking at Ambira and Ugenya, yeah, those two sub-counties, we have 50 beds.
Yes.
Then in Bondo, because we are looking at Bondo and Rarieda, we also had 50 plus, about 60.
Yes.
60 beds. Yes.
And all these you built from scratch during the pandemic?
Yes, from zero.
Okay. Yeah. Governor, let's take a break.
One thing that I want you to understand in the healthcare, I heard that there are some counties who have done cesarean birth for the first time in their counties, in their level 4 hospitals. I can tell you that in Siaya we are doing the cesarean at sub-county level.
No.
At sub-county level.
Let's take a break, and when we come back, I still want to talk about more of the achievement, because most people do not understand what governors go through. Perhaps when you outline them the way you're doing right now is when we will understand even more and better how the taxpayers' money is being used. So on that note, let's take a very short break, but when we come back, we still have much more with Governor Cornel Rasanga. And by the way, what is this relationship with Dr. Amoth? He will tell us.